Da wären wir wieder. Die Musik ist nicht mehr ganz so ruhig. Und ich freue mich schon total auf den heutigen Part, denn wir haben richtig viele Support-Gespräche. Ich glaube, wir hatten noch nie so viele wie heute. Das ist schon ziemlich verrückt. Und auch untereinander haben die alle ziemlich viel zu bereden, ja? Ich freue mich total drauf und würde sagen, ich gucke erstmal, wo noch irgendwo C-Supports sind und gehe das einfach mal der Reihe nach durch. Vielleicht spare ich mir die A-Supports auch nochmal auf, sodass wir da hier vor der Hauptmission machen. Sehen wir mal. Wir haben sehr viele A-Supports, je nachdem, wie weit wir da heute kommen. Genau, bei Bernie ist es jetzt zum Beispiel noch ein B-Support. Yuri ist ein C-Support. Und auch Catherine. Oh, doch. Da haben wir jetzt ja so viele neue Leute. Da sind natürlich jetzt einige C-Supports dabei. Ich fange mal an mit Yuri, würde ich sagen. Ja, fangen wir doch mit Yuri an. Das ist bestimmt ganz interessant. Let's go.
Yuri's still not back yet? It's been 5 days. What's this? A letter. Not like him to leave his stuff lying around. I wonder if it says anything about where he went. Well, it's just sitting there. Can't hurt to take a peek, right? Are you well? Eating enough? I worry about you all the time. Thank you for sending money always. I want to see you soon. Huh. Is this letter for Yuri? It's got a different name on it.
Having fun?
Yuri! Wow, you really snuck up on me. When did you get back?
Just now. More importantly, why are you snooping through things that don't belong to you? Choose your next words carefully, if you don't want them to be your last.
Für das Lesen entschuldigen. Vorgeben, den Brief nicht gelesen zu haben. Wie billig ist das denn einfach? Richtig schäbiger Move. Okay, entschuldigen uns natürlich.
I'm sorry. It was just sitting out in the open, so I thought it'd be okay if I read it. I was worried you weren't coming back.
Never mind. I can't imagine you'd have a reason to pry into my affairs. I suppose this is what I get for taking off without telling anyone. And for being so careless.
Yeah, I thought you'd be the last person to leave something like this behind. You must have left in a hurry.
You could say that.
Die Sache ruhen lassen, nach dem Brief fragen. Ich weiß nicht, sollte man in dem Fall wirklich dann noch großartig neugierig sein und da hinterhergehen? Es war ja eh schon falsch, ihn zu lesen eigentlich.
I see. Well, it must have been important. But I know it's none of my business.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't mind. The letter is from my mother. She's always been prone to illness, but lately her condition has grown worse. I try to visit whenever she asks to see me. Obviously, there are times when I can't go, but I have to take all the time I can get, right?
I understand. Once someone's gone, they're gone. But wait, the name on that letter, is that your real name? So, Yuri's an alias and you're really Reg?
Oh?
No need to say it. And yes, what parent would call their kid by an alias anyway?
Fair point. It's a nice name though. Why hide it?
In my line of work, it pays to have more than a few names. And don't go telling anyone about this. You won't like to find out what happens if you do.
Versprechen, es geheim zu halten, einen Scherz machen. Sind wir fies? Ich bin jetzt fies.
Okay, take it down a notch. Besides, a threat like that's kinda tempting. Makes me want to slip up just to see what happens.
You don't think I'm serious? Fine then. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
In any case, I am sorry for prying. And for what it's worth, I hope your mom gets better soon.
If it were easy to cure, then we wouldn't even be talking about it. But I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless.
Interessant. Ob wir da noch mehr erfahren? Jetzt wissen wir zumindest schon mal die Anfangsbuchstaben von Yuris wahren Namen. Insofern war dieser Support schon mal höchst interessant. Okay, ja natürlich. Marianne, das sollte ja absolut klar sein, was? Let's go, Leute. Ich freue mich total. Finally.
Hey, Marianne. You were really doing great during those drills today.
Oh,
I'm heading over to the mess hall. You want to join? After all that training this morning and no break, I'm starving. Oh, sorry, I forgot. You like to eat alone, right? Then don't worry about it. I'll find someone else.
No, I'd like to accompany you. If you would have me, that is.
You sure? All right then, let's go. I wonder what's on the menu today.
Oh ja.
Oh man, that was good. I feel alive again.
Ich finde ihn schon manchmal bemerkenswert, unseren Hauptcharakter hier in Three Hopes. Der weiß wirklich schnell, wie die Leute so ticken. Das ist schon erstaunlich. Da hat er wirklich ein Händchen dafür.
Yes, that was nice.
By the way, why do you decide to come along with me?
What do you mean?
You usually sit by yourself. I thought you didn't like eating with others.
Yes, I do feel more comfortable when I'm alone. I haven't been around people much, so I don't normally know what to say in conversations.
Well, now I'm even more curious why you decided to eat with me.
Well, you have a strange power, right? It makes you transform, or something like that.
Ah, das ergibt Sinn, natürlich. Klar.
Yeah. You curious about it?
Also absolut logisch, dass es sich dafür interessiert. Finde ich ganz gut, ja. Sehr, sehr guter Einstieg für so einen Support.
It's not so much that. I, wondered if you despised having it.
Bei ihm ist es ja so, dass es ihn eigentlich nicht großartig kümmert, aber er ist neugierig schon, was dahinter steckt, ja. Also ja, ist natürlich schon anders wie bei ihr.
Nah, I don't even give it much thought. And besides, my powers come in handy a few times. I know it makes people suspicious of me and curious about my background, but that's just how people are.
And yet you always have such a sunny disposition, and everyone here respects you. I wondered why that was.
I mean, I sure hope they respect me. So that's why you wanted to join me?
I wanted to know how I could be like you.
Like me? But, Marianne, it's not like you have some mysterious power tucked away, right?
No, I don't.
If you just want to make friends with people, then you don't need to think so hard about it. It's not like anyone here hates you.
Don't they? I'm so useless.
Hey, you're a huge help to all of us. I mean that. So, you don't have to force yourself to act like someone you're not, okay?
All right. Thank you for saying that.
Oh, das war doch sehr schön. Ich freue mich schon auf die weitere Support-Reihe. Hat sehr vielversprechend angefangen schon mal. Wirklich sehr schön. Da geht Chess auf jeden Fall vorbildlich mit ihr um. Außerdem, ich bin neugierig. Ich habe mir nämlich noch gar nicht angeguckt, was sie eigentlich kann. Das ist natürlich schon ganz spannend. Bei 200 Treffern mehr erzeugt Eiskugeln, die Eisschaden an Gegnern verursachen. Schadensintervalle hängen von der Trefferzahl ab. Sehr cool schon mal. Oh, das finde ich schon mal ausgezeichnet. Ja, sie kriegt auch KP-Wiederherstellung. Ja, okay. Und sowas hier ist ja eigentlich relativ standardmäßig. Da unten ist das Wappen. Was macht es denn in dem Spiel hier? Chance von 10% von Kraftangriffen zugefügten Schaden zu erhöhen. Ah ja, okay. Also Kraftangriffsboost ist auch nicht unbedingt verkehrt. Cool. Freut mich. Wir können irgendwann auch mal die ganzen Profile mal wieder durchgehen, ganz im Ernst. Ist ja hier alles ein bisschen anders und da bin ich natürlich schon auch noch neugierig. Das haben wir irgendwie gar nicht mehr großartig verfolgt. Gibt ja auch genug zu tun. Jetzt machen wir mit Catherine weiter, würde ich sagen.
What a pain.
Everything all right, Catherine? Thought I saw Count Karen a second ago.
Yes, I just had to talk to my father about something. He wanted to request some of the church's soldiers as reinforcements, but I don't have the authority to make that decision. For the life of me, I can't understand why he'd come to me for something that only Lady Rhea or Dimitri could help him with.
Whoa, wait. Count Karen is your dad?
Yes. Huh, I could have sworn you knew. Well, I guess you do now. I am, in fact, the daughter of Count Karen of Fargus.
I had no idea. Though, now that you mention it, you do bear their crest.
Things are complicated with my family, to say the least. But basically, I'm keeping my distance from House Karen for the time being. Right now, I am Catherine, Knight of Saros. No connection to any house or the kingdom.
I see. So you intend to keep serving the church going forward? But what do you think you would do if the church and kingdom broke their alliance?
A foolish question. Obviously, I would side with Lady Rhea. It's not a matter of kingdom or church. My allegiance and my sword lies with Lady Rhea and her alone. Though, of course, I would prefer not to fight my friends and family from back home. So it would be ideal for me if the kingdom and church could play nice forever.
The Archbishop's personal sword, huh? You've got one heavy blade.
What about you? What are you fighting for here? Or is it one of those, I just tripped and fell into it kind of stories?
Ja, Leute, ne? What am I fighting for? Okay. Freunde, Geld, ich will den bleichen Dämon besiegen? Nein. I fight for my friends. Oh Mann. Selbstverständlich. Ja, doch.
I'm doing this for my friends and comrades. I want to make things better for everyone in the kingdom.
Huh. That wasn't what I was expecting. You're pretty loyal for someone who came up as a mercenary.
Aside from that, you might be right. Maybe my coming to Fargus was pure chance. A civil war broke out in the capital right after I joined the Officers' Academy. By the time things died down, Rhea decided to close the school. That's when Dimitri put me in my current role.
Sounds like you've had a rough go of things too. But you're commanding kingdom troops now, right? That's a pretty good step up. I say that as long as you're living life in a way that would make your past self proud, that's enough.
Ja, interessant. Das gefällt mir. Das ist ein guter Satz. Ja, doch. Kann ich auf jeden Fall relaten. Das ist nicht schlecht. Solange du dein Leben so lebst, dass dein damaliges Ich stolz wäre, genügt das, ja. Doch. Das ist ein schöner Satz.
Make my past self proud, huh?
Easier said than done, I know. But it can't hurt to try, right? Just keep challenging yourself. You'll get there eventually.
Guter Support. Ja. Catherine-Supports waren noch nie wirklich schlecht, muss man sagen, auch in Three Houses, aber ja, die Sache an Catherine ist halt, dass sie schon recht fanatisch ist und auch wieder derart loyal, dass sie auch zu sämtlichen Schandtaten bereit ist wiederum. Ich weiß nicht, ich finde es manchmal schon gruselig, wenn Leute so extrem loyal sind. Ist ja die Frage, wie weit man geht, ne? Aber wenn man eine sämtliche Moral wegschmeißt im Zuge dessen, wäre denn... Das ist auch interessant, wenn man es jetzt so in den Raum stellt, ne? Ich glaube nicht, dass... Oder ich weiß nicht, wie Catherine getickt hat früher, aber ob sie als... Ob ihr kindliches Ich stolz gewesen wäre auf die Frau, die dann später ist, wenn sie alles in Brand steckt zum Beispiel, ne? Also, kann man jetzt so oder so sehen. Ich meine, hier sind die Dinge eh alle ein bisschen anders, aber naja. Gut. Dimitri und Juri, ja? Was für ein Support. Dass ihr Supports habt, ja?
Everyone is strangely abuzz today. Is there a visiting minstrel or a mummer's troupe?
Haven't you heard, mister? A funny knight's been coming to town recently.
A funny night, hey?
Oh, yeah, he's super strong. He can carry all the black...
Ups. Was hatten wir denn da jetzt gerade? Sekunde.
Oh, yeah, he's super strong. He can carry all the blacksmith stuff by himself.
Hat sich gerade mal wieder irgendwie ein schwarzer Frame hier eingeschlichen. Egal.
And he got those guys who kept picking fights at the tavern to finally shut up. But he's also kind of weird, too. Like when you talk to him, sometimes he seems sheltered and obtuse, but then sometimes not.
Why does that sound like... No, it couldn't be.
Yuri, what are you doing here?
I knew it.
I'm glad I ran into you. We have a broken wagon that needs fixing, and I could use a hand.
I can't believe you. Come with me a second. Are you an idiot? What are you doing here?
I had some time on my hands and thought I'd see how things are going in town.
Then stick to the more upscale streets. This alley is dangerous. It's not quite a full-blown slum, but money is still in pretty short supply. What are we supposed to do if someone introduces our king to a nice pointy knife while he's out wandering the streets? By himself, might I add.
How am I supposed to learn what it means to be a commoner without using my own eyes? All I ever see from my throne are the upscale streets, as you call them. And yes, I could send someone here in my stead, but there is no substitute for first-hand experience.
You know you don't have an heir, right? If you die, the entire region gets thrown into a bloody civil war over who gets to succeed you. Lots of nobles will die, but the commoners? The commoners will be absolutely slaughtered. Right now, people seem to like you, so it's in all of our interest that you live a long and healthy life. Got it? And if you insist on coming here, at least bring that giant oaf of yours along to watch your back.
Perhaps I was being a bit reckless.
It's good to know that even a fool like you can see reason on occasion.
In that case, might I ask you to act as my bodyguard today? I'm certain you're more than up to the task.
What?
If I could get a look at this town through your eyes, I think I could learn many valuable lessons. Besides, if I ask to do, he'll surely forbid me from coming here at all. I would be grateful if you would consent to doing this favor for me.
Oh, this is rich. A king asking me for help. Fine. In that case, your majesty. I will do all in my power to safeguard your royal person. Happy?
Okay, das war auch wirklich richtig gut. Das stimmt schon, ne? Dimitri ist dahingehend sehr leichtsinnig. Das ist auch eine negative Eigenschaft insofern, wenn man seine Position berücksichtigt, natürlich, die er hier hat. Das liegt ja eigentlich primär an seiner Stellung, dass das ein Problem ist. Sonst wäre das natürlich auch kein Problem, aber das stimmt, das ist etwas sehr rücksichtslos, wenn man bedenkt, was passieren würde, wenn jetzt Dimitri ermordet werden würde. Das ist richtig. Das ist absolut richtig. Und krass, Juri nimmt kein Blatt vor den Mund, das muss man auch sagen. Der spricht auch alles sehr direkt an. Sehr sympathisch damit, muss ich sagen. Ich schätze sowas ja mal sehr. Okay, machen wir ruhig mit B-Supports weiter, dass Dimitri mal ein bisschen vorwärts kommt. Dimitri und Ash.
Time certainly does fly, Ash. Why, it's already been a year and a half since you became a knight. Still, it must be difficult working in such unfamiliar lands. Are you doing well?
Yeah, I'm great. Everyone in the capital has been really nice, honestly. If anything, I guess I'm still just unsure if I have what it takes to be a knight.
Do not give in to doubt. Remember, most knights currently in the service of House Blathed only entered the castle after I became king. You have fought with me for much longer. So in that sense, you have the advantage.
Sure, but I'm not nobility. I don't even have a crest. So I want to repay you for appointing me, even if it costs me my life.
I see. Tell me, Ash, what exactly does knighthood mean to you?
Huh? I'd say knights are loyal to the king, and willing to give their lives to protect the crown and their people. That's right. Right?
That is indeed what many claim a knight should be. But reality is rarely so rosy. Put bluntly, it is the job of a knight to dispense death. The code of chivalry emphasizes loyalty, yes. But this is only to ensure knights remain under the complete control of their lords.
Well, I mean, I guess that's true.
I have no quarrel with your dedicating yourself to such a code. But there is no need to stake your life upon it.
But...
My closest friend was a knight who served the royal family. He was near to my own age, and I admired him greatly. But one day, I watched him die. He stood his ground and fought bravely, but his life was snuffed out in the blink of an eye all the same.
You're talking about Felix's brother, right? I remember Lord Rodrigue mentioning him.
His dying screams echo in my mind to this day. My point, Ash, is that there may come a time when you must decide between your loyalty and your life. And though I know this to be a selfish request, when that day comes, I want you to choose life.
Even if it means turning my bow against you?
Especially then. If you find yourself unable to follow through, I beg you to leave the battlefield quietly and with all haste. I pray it never comes to that.
Right. I have something to say, though. I don't think that friend who protected you threw his life away because he was a knight. He just wanted to save his best friend.
Even if it meant destroying futures that might have come to pass had he but lived?
Look, I don't know if what he did was right. So if you're asking me not to throw my life away, I promise that I won't. But I don't think it's wrong to fight to the end for someone that you love.
Well put. Perhaps you're right. In any case, I must be off. I have drills I must attend to. After all, I must do everything in my power to be the sort of ruler worthy of such loyalty.
You've done more than enough, Your Majesty. We all respect you to the ends of Fodlan.
Ah, fantastisch. Ach ja, es hat ja wieder diese sehr persönliche Note hier. Ich mach mal mit Sylvain einfach direkt weiter, würde ich sagen. Ja, das können wir machen. Klingt gut.
Ah, Sylvain. I was hoping to ask your opinion on our recent meeting.
Hey, I'm always happy to talk. But if you want House Gautier's take, shouldn't you ask my father?
I don't want House Gautier's opinion. I want yours.
Okay, well, we were talking about the pros and cons of incorporating commoners in the nobility, right? Seems to me like we got it all sorted out.
Yes. The discussion primarily revolved around a single point. Whether those without crests are actually worthy of entering the nobility.
I mean, if they're up to the challenge, I don't see why not. It's like how you promoted my brother, right? Skill is what matters in the end.
Indeed. And the performances of Ash and the Commander serve as proof of such.
Just don't get carried away, you know? Too much of a good thing and all that. I'm sure you realize what would happen to the kingdom if we lost the power of crests.
Naturally. However, crest bloodlines are currently fading everywhere. People such as Felix who were born with major crests are the exception in this day and age.
Which means Fargus has two options if we want to retain our power. One, we bolster our military and promote prosperity while delicately letting the bloodline dance play out. Or two, we admit bloodlines won't last forever and create a social system that doesn't rely on inheritance. Neither one would hold up for long, but if I had to choose, I guess the first option would be the better one for the kingdom on the whole.
Bolstering our military is more easily said than done. Impoverished as our land is, it will be difficult to compete with regions of more fertile ground.
Hey, do you remember what I said when you talked to me about promoting my brother? I told you it was important to keep up appearances while we were in the middle of a war. And honestly, I don't have any real objection to the way you're running things now.
Thank you, Sylvain. I knew you would help me sort things out in my head.
I don't usually get into serious stuff like this, but I'm glad I could help.
Such topics are not beyond your grasp, though. Your complete sincerity is a great strength. That said, you never show that side of you to any but Felix and myself. Although, I must admit, you were far from sincere during our academy days.
Don't remind me. Just thinking about it makes me cringe.
If you see the error of your ways, it is not too late to mend them. Or perhaps you require one of my lectures like old times?
Pass. You know I've got them all memorized anyway.
I do hope you realize how much I rely on you, Sylvain. You have so many things I lack. You're clever and quick-witted like your father, yet...
Yeah, well, I've been jealous of your strength ever since we were kids.
None of us are perfect. So let us dwell no longer on our failings. I apologize for taking up so much of your time, though I hope to have similar discussions in the future.
Looking forward to it. Glad I can always speak my mind around you.
Auch ausgezeichnet. Es zeigt ja, wie sehr sich Sylvain mit Wappen und Vererbung beschäftigt. Was ja in seinen endenden Three Houses dann auch nochmal thematisiert wird. Und interessant auch, wie Dimitri da tickt. Auch er scheint das zu sehen, dass das ja eh alles auslaufen wird und man so oder so Alternativen suchen muss, um seine Macht zu erhalten. Aber das Königreich ist immer recht arm, das ist schon auch ganz spannend. Weil sie ja schon anscheinend ganz gute Erzvorkommen haben und da auch ordentliche Schmiede haben. Das Schmiedehandwerk wird gut beherrscht. Schon nicht schlecht. Ich meine, so gesehen, jetzt wo quasi Petra auf der Seite des Königreichs gerade ist, ne? Fällt mich mal wieder ein. Denke ich mir gerade so. Weil Bridget müsste ja, glaube ich, sehr reich, also, ja, zumindest reich an Nahrungsmitteln sein, denke ich. Es ist ja auch eher ein tropisches Klima dort. Und die wiederum haben ja ihren Konflikt mit Dagda, also... Ich meine, wenn die ordentliche Handelsabkommen schließen würden, wo ans Königreich einfach Nahrungsmittel rausgehen und Bridget wiederum zum Beispiel Zugang zu Waffen aus Fergus bekommt, könnte ich mir vorstellen, das wäre zum Beispiel schon eine Option, wovon beide profitieren würden. Aber gut. Nur so ein Gedankengang am Rande. Sehen wir mal. Ach, euer Support ist sogar noch gelockt. Okay, interessant. Sylvain, Ash. Na, wir haben doch bestimmt noch einiges. Oder haben wir wirklich nur noch... Ah ja, hier sind B-Supports. Ich suche noch ein bisschen nach... Ja, wobei machen wir B-Supports weiter. Sylvain und Annette. Klingt gut. Machen wir damit weiter.
From the slimy depths of the swamp they rise, great beasties of every shape and size. They dance in a ring and... No, that's not right. Their slime they fling and... Huh? Who's there?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Are you getting in a little choir practice there?
Oh, it's you, Sylvain. Were you listening that whole time?
Pretty much. I must say, that song's super creative. You're the only person I know who could think of something like that.
I feel like you were about to use another word there.
Nope, great song, top notch, A+. Are you going to perform it soon?
I was actually gonna sing it for everyone later tonight. I came up with the lyrics and tune myself, and now that I'm finished, I can perform it loud and proud.
And it's a song about swamp beasties. Did I hear that part right?
And what's wrong with swamp beasties?
Nothing in particular. It's just that if you're gonna sing it in front of everyone, maybe it should be, I don't know, relatable? I mean, swamp beasties are so beastie. Ugh. Wouldn't it be better with a puppy or a baby sheep or something cute like that?
I see what you're saying. Cute animals, cute animals. Oh, what about bears? Huge ones.
Yeah, I guess huge bears are better than beasties. I mean, they are pretty cute when they're not trying to tear your face off. Okay, that's good. Except I'm pretty sure bears don't live in swamps. So if you switch it up, it should probably be about giant bears dancing in the woods.
That is the most adorable thing I've ever heard. Are you secretly a professional songwriter, Sylvain?
Absolutely not. In fact, I feel like I should apologize for butting in with ideas when you've clearly been working so hard on this.
Oh, don't apologize. If it helps make it a song everyone will enjoy, I'm all for it. I'm glad we're close enough for you to give your honest opinion.
Well, I've never been one to ignore hardworking girls like you. And I'd love to hear it when it's finished. Wait, what's with the look? Did you come up with the new lyrics already?
Yep. Your suggestions gave me all the inspiration I needed.
Impressive. Why don't you sing it for me?
Of course! I'm sure you'll love it. From the forest they appear, a sleuth of bears with cute round ears. They dance in a ring and enjoy the beats, but tonight they'll feast on meaty treats.
That actually might be more creepy somehow. But hey, maybe writing weird songs is a talent all of its own. At the very least, they're great at distracting me from real-life worries. Thanks, Annette.
Ich mag die Annette-Supports in diesem Spiel ganz gerne. Die sind alle irgendwie sehr entspannt bisher. Sehr lustig angehaucht. Oh, sehen wir mal, wie geht's weiter? Ah, doch, hier. Hä, war das nicht vorhin? Moment. Ach so, braucht man erst den Sylvain-Support, oder was? Das war doch vorhin, war da ein Schloss. Interessant. Geht das auch, dass die Bedingung anderer Support ist, dass es hier weitergeht? Spannend, okay. Scheint dann Schluss zu sein.
How does that song about the dancing swamp beasties end?
Ah ja, das ergibt ja voll Sinn. Oh, interessant, cool. Das wusste ich gar nicht, dass es auch solche Supports gibt. Huh.
It wasn't swamp beasties, it was bears. A song about dancing swamp beasties wouldn't be nearly as cute.
It was supposed to be cute? Anyway, I'd never heard a song like that before, and now I can't get it out of my head.
Wait, really? Wow, I'm flattered. But it's not like I can make up the rest of it on the spot. Why don't you go see an opera or something? Get a better song stuck up in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Guess I've been interested in seeing an opera in the past, but I've never gone.
Now that you mention it, I don't know if they even perform opera in Fargus. But the church is in Camulus now, and they have volunteers who put on operas every now and then. I've been helping Dorothea and the others there, and it's really expanded my repertoire of songs.
Well then, sing one for me. Just belt out whatever pops into your head.
You got it. I'll sing you my favorite. Me, me, me. A shimmering life burns down to ash. Then since I'm all hot and sweaty, I hop in the bath. Soon I get real dizzy, which puts me in a tizzy. But eventually I feel way, 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 way better. So I decide to hop back in the bath again. Whew.
Huh. You take baths when you're already hot? That's some impressive fortitude. I think I underestimated you.
Oh.
Wait, but then you get back in the bath even though it made you dizzy. You must seriously love bathing. Well, this has been fascinating. I had no idea operas could have such unexpected developments.
Operas aren't like that at all. That's just an aria I learned a long time ago, and I don't even really remember the words. It wasn't supposed to be a song about taking a bath. It was supposed to be serious.
Wait, really? That's much less interesting.
No, you don't... Look, a real opera is much better, all right? I'll take you to one sometime, and you'll see. It'll take your breath away when you hear it. I bet you'll fall head over heels in love.
Fine. But let's save it until the war is over. If it's really that good, I want to make sure I give it my full attention.
Then we're definitely going to see an opera. It's a promise.
Oh, sehr schön. Das ist auch wieder ein wunderbares Ende. Das schon jemand gezeichnet hat, wäre nämlich auch wieder ein schönes Motiv. Annette und Felix gehen in die Oper, ha? Hätte was. Hätte auf jeden Fall was. Okay. Ich würde fast sagen, wir sparen uns die anderen Supports erstmal fürs nächste Mal auf. Es ist wirklich ziemlich viel. Oder machen dann eine Nebenmission und dann wieder Supports. Ist vielleicht auch eine Möglichkeit. Wahrscheinlich kommen dann sogar noch mehr Supports einfach dazu. Oh Mann. Ja, das ist jetzt gerade sehr wild natürlich, klar. Dieser Part 2 schaltet halt anscheinend sehr viel auch erstmal frei. Ich freue mich auch schon auf die ganzen neuen Ressourcen und so. Wir können jetzt dann bald auch die Ultima-Stufen freischalten. Und generell, glaube ich, auch dann die Endausbaustufen vornehmen, allmählich. Also es wird rund gehen. Und natürlich bin ich höchst gespannt, wie es auch weitergehen wird. Nach einem, ja meiner Meinung nach, eher kleinen Dämpfer erstmal mit dem Übergang an sich. Aber zumindest hat Part 2 ganz interessant angefangen jetzt mit den Hirschen. Bin gespannt, was Claude so plant. Also ich denke, wir können noch mit viel rechnen gegebenenfalls. Schauen wir mal, was man sich so hat einfallen lassen. Das war's jedenfalls für heute. Bis zum nächsten Part, Leute.